How to start using proxy performance and custom benchmarks in Fintegrate. Proxy performance and custom benchmarks give advisors greater flexibility and control when building and comparing portfolios, helping advisors and paraplanners deliver more complete, transparent analysis for their clients. Proxy performance solves potential gaps in an analysis where a fund has no historical data available. Fintegrate can now generate an estimated performance figure using industry benchmark data that reflects the fund's underlying asset class allocation. Funds using proxy performance can be created directly within the review or analyzer tools. Simply enter the fund name, charges, and weighted asset class allocation. For example, we'll build a fund made up of 60% UK equities and 40% global bonds, using their respective benchmarks. Within the Performance tab, proxy performance is clearly flagged wherever it has been applied, and the benchmark weightings used in the calculation are displayed in full. So there's complete transparency around how the estimated performance has been constructed. You can also toggle proxy performance off at any point if you'd prefer to view the analysis using actual historical data only. When a report is generated that includes proxy performance, a dedicated disclaimer page is automatically added. This explains to the client that proxy data is used for indicative comparison purposes only and does not represent the actual past performance of the fund. We will automatically apply proxy performance for funds that do not have historical performance data. However, you can choose to disable proxy performance for any funds in Fintegrate within the settings. Within the settings, you can also adjust the default benchmarks for any asset class to align the mappings with your investment process. Fintegrate provides access to over 450 benchmarks, including IA sectors, ABI sectors, ARC indices, and Morningstar categories, so there's always a close and appropriate match available. Alongside proxy performance, we've also introduced custom benchmarks, giving firms the ability to build bespoke benchmarks that reflect their own investment approach and centralised investment proposition. Custom benchmarks can be created in the Settings page or directly within the Review and Analyzer tools. Just define the percentage allocation for each asset class you want to include, and Fintegrate builds the benchmark for you. Any benchmarks built in the settings will be available to all users within a firm. Users can add custom benchmarks in the Analyzer and in the Review tool. Within the Analyzer tool, we can select our Adventurous benchmark and create any additional benchmarks for a specific analysis or case, then compare against any portfolio or fund. In addition to asset class benchmarks, Fintegrate also supports fund-based benchmarks. Within the Analyzer tool, you can add a fund or portfolio as a benchmark rather than, or alongside, a subject portfolio. This makes it straightforward to demonstrate how a recommended portfolio compares against a specific fund or strategy. In the Review tool, fund-based benchmarks draw from funds or portfolios within existing or recommended policies, allowing direct comparisons between a client's current portfolio and an alternative. In summary, proxy performance and custom benchmarks give your firm the tools to ensure every portfolio analysis is as complete and consistent as possible. Whether you're filling gaps in historical data, building benchmarks that reflect your investment philosophy, or comparing strategies side by side.